Criminals who stole more than 300,000 bullets to hide and sell in West Yorkshire have been jailed after being caught in a major police operation. West Yorkshire's Police Precision Serious Organised Crime Team has welcomed the sentencing of 8 men at Leeds Crown Court this week for their roles in a criminal conspiracy in which 330,000.22 bullets were stolen in the West Midlands on the 17th of February 2021. Officers recovered the majority of the ammunition in raids in Farnley the same month as part of a specialist police operation with colleagues in the West Midlands Police, the Yorkshire and Humber Regional Organised Crime Unit and the National Crime Agency. Persons sentenced at court on Wednesday the 26th of November were this man, aged 40, of Upper Blaker Ridge Lane, Batley. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison after being found guilty of conspiracy to steal from a motor vehicle and possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. This man, aged 51, of Warren Street, Dewsbury, he was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months after being found guilty of conspiracy to steal from a motor vehicle and possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. This man, aged 47, of New Village, Morley, he was sentenced to 3 years and 3 months after pleading guilty to conspiracy to steal from a motor vehicle and possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. This man, aged 34, of no fixed address, he was sentenced to 2 years and 3 months after pleading guilty to conspiracy to steal from a motor vehicle. And this man, aged 28, of Hawley Mill Lane, Batley, he was sentenced to 3 years and 6 months after being found guilty of conspiracy to steal from a motor vehicle and possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. There was also a few more men that received suspended sentences. Anas Rasool, aged 29, of Thornhill Street, Dewsbury, he was given a 16-month suspended sentence after pleading guilty to possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. Paul Singh, aged 45, of First Avenue, Leeds, he was given a 12-month suspended sentence after pleading guilty to possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. Jamie Patel, aged 39, of Stanley Road, Leeds, he was given a suspended sentence of 15 months after pleading guilty to possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. Gang members carried out the ammunition theft overnight on the 17th of February after targeting a lorry parked in the Sutton Coldfield area of the West Midlands. They broke into the lorry and unloaded boxes into their own Leyland DAF lorry, which was on false plates. The men then left the area with what proved to be 66 boxes of .22 caliber LR rimfire ammunition, totaling to about 333,000 rounds of ammunition. The matter was reported to the police, and the complex investigation began in the following days, in which the suspect lorry was identified and tracked arriving into West Yorkshire. Fast-paced inquiries between partner agencies followed, in which specialist officers were able to use CCTV and other inquiries to piece together the movements of persons identified as involved to establish where the ammunition had been stored. It was established the suspect lorry had travelled to Dewsbury, where the ammunition was unloaded into a unit on Lock Street before being then moved into a Fiat Scudo van. With the net closing on the group, officers executed warrants at locations in Leeds and Kirklees overnight between the 25th and 26th of February, in which a number of the gang members were arrested. Operations included searches at the lockup in Dewsbury and an operation in Farnley, at which officers located and seized the Fiat van, where they found 64 of the 66 stolen boxes stored inside. Searches were also conducted at a farm in Aberford, in which the Leyland DAF lorry used to mount the heist was located. DCI David Shaw of West Yorkshire Police's Precision Serious Organised Crime Unit, who was the senior investigating officer in the case, said, "It is hard to imagine an offence which can pose a great potential risk to public safety as the theft of live ammunition, especially in the quantities taken in this case. Even though the bullets were of a low sporting calibre, they could very much have posed a real threat to life. It was this threat which prompted the launch of such large operation between police forces and the partners to locate and recover the ammunition as quickly as possible. Thanks to those inquiries, the vast majority of the stolen bullets were soon safely off the streets, with the smaller further amount of the outstanding shells since subsequently recovered in West Yorkshire." He added, "This case really does highlight the joint working which takes place between police forces and specialist agencies on an almost daily basis to foil serious organised criminals such as these men. We do possess the resources to track these crime networks across the country and swiftly implement large-scale operations in the most serious cases, as we have seen here. Operations to target organised criminality to continue across West Yorkshire, and those involved in their activity should know that the police and colleagues will use all the necessary resources to bring them to justice." Detective Inspector Al Teague from the West Midlands Police Major Crime Unit said, "We worked really closely with our colleagues from the West Yorkshire Police in the aftermath of the theft. Everyone involved in the operation knew that time was of the essence. The threat that this ammunition could have posed to public safety was hard to imagine, and all the law enforcement agencies involved were determined to safely recover the boxes and bring those involved to justice. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you."